come here, come here.
There you go.
You know, like yeah, you know, now you can just post up a story about yourself.
Yeah.
You can post yourself and be broadcasted. But back then, to be broadcasted
Like
was
you have to be out in the open amongst
Right.
people.
it was
And-
a big deal.
Yeah, man, and that's how my namesake got around. But for me, the namesake didn't mean nothing if you didn't have the work.
Exactly, because you'd get called out.
Yeah, like what? Who? Like say, you can act like you know everything, but you got to actually be able to physically show it.
Exactly.
So that's why I was trying to make sure that I was working hard and practicing, you know, writing properly and paying attention to the things that actually matter. And yeah, there is a lot of things missing. Like I don't know the scene too much out here because I've been in and out of it. But knowing the overall culture and the scenes and things like that, there are parts that are missing because most folks are just cherry picking the good stuff. And they're trying to emulate something that they think it is when it really actually isn't, or that doesn't really need to be there. So they're trying to fill in the blanks with whatever is around them to make them understand their personal knowing. And that could be either very good or very dangerous because then you can start being very dismissive of the parts that actually mean something to the culture of where these dances are coming from. You have to be very careful.
Yeah, can I say something about that? And this is where Kiana and I, not to name drop, but so Kiki at the time, now Kiana, and I agreed, and it took this other dancer recently to bring it up. I totally forgot that I did this talk for Ali and for university societies, right? About, you know how inclusive is such a word right now. I was like, nah, like I'm all about inclusiveness because it's part of the way I was brought up. Filipinos accommodate. First thing is like, oh, you hungry? Do you want to eat? You know, strangers, you know, you let them in, right? Part of the Filipino psychology. It's like a tribal thing.
Yeah.
And what I said was, and it was because of a drama with a younger homie at the time. This dude got to the finals and he did the trope of the music was more this and that, blah, blah, blah. And so he was really upset. And he's a guy that is constantly upset, right? So I'm there when he needs me, you know. I'd like to think I'm there when he needs me. But what I heard from him was he got shut down for being too emotional, right? And I'm like, wait, hang on a second. And my words of assurance for him were, because it's a b-boy background, right? And he's a crumper.
Okay.
Right, and you know, with Crump, that's a safe space where dudes sometimes they touch hands, you know what I mean? But it's like it's all right, you know. It's like how can you ask someone to do the absolute best in what is called a battle, even if it's not a physical violence war type battle? How do you expect them to perform at their best without getting to that high level of emotion, right? Until they're like on a master level, where like, yeah, they're on some friggin' flat top type shit.
Yeah.
This dude's terrifying. He walks in the room, you already know he's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You know, but this is a guy's only been dancing for 2 years, right? And then B-boys get it all the time, and our crew back in 2016 at a big event. We got the blame put on us, plus we had the Zulu Kings patches on as well, for being like not family friendly, entertainment wise, when a call out happened. And instead of everybody allowing a call out to happen, right? So I'm saying this now for the record. Instead of allowing the call out to happen, like it would have happened at events that you've been, right? Which is where I've seen it's like, yo, hey, stop the music, hey, back up, and everyone's pushing everyone back. Then they make sure that they battle it out. That didn't happen because it was already getting intense, and then because of our reputation,
it's because of an escape from tradition.
There we go.
And that's where the cherry picking part comes in.
Right, and that's why I said that.
So the people who were probably at that event, and I don't know, what happens is that they look at it from a monetary standpoint. I understand it's an investment.
It's a business, yeah.
It's a business, and businesses can conduct inside of the culture.
Of course.
Like it always has within Black and brown culture, within this dance culture and things like that. So, however, getting away from the tradition of how we handle discrepancies traditionally is problematic. And the reason why I say that is you you can control how it goes down, but it needs to go down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It
needs to go down.
It needs to go down. So dancer A has a personal problem with dancer B. Dancer A is a very small person who is, not heavy, doesn't have any fight experience, doesn't have, the confidence outside of what he does. Dancer B is a 200-pound bodybuilding fucking B-boy. But in skill level, dancer A and B are equally matched.
Yeah.
And they have a discrepancy.
Yeah.
Only thing outside of battling is fist fighting.
Exactly.
To avoid that, that's why battles need to take place.
Right.
Right? Because they need to work that out. It gets that energy out. So this way, it's depleted.
Exactly.
So this way, no extra energy can be used, hopefully, on the back end of them doing several rounds for the next hour. All right? 2, it's just part of what we do. It's part of what we are.
Yeah.
It's part of it's the one thing that's inbuilt into the culture, into the cipher. What most people forget is that the cipher, the circle, is multi-purposed. Right? It's a multi-purpose point of space. That is where we handle discrepancies. That is where we share. That is where we meet new people. This is where we learn to respect etiquette when it comes to taking a circle and then exiting. That it's multi-purpose.
Yeah.
That's what it is by tradition. So within saying that, it's better to decipher, is it the whole crew against this whole crew, or is it just this person and this person?
Yeah.
That's what should have been done. Okay, it's a whole bunch of people jumping on it. Mighty Zulu Kings against whoever the crew
The
is.
world.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, who actually has the problem?
Yeah.
If I was involved,
That's a
which one of y'all actually have a problem?
That's a
Well, you
question.
said this, you said this, so it's y'all. Who started it all? Who's the main people that had the issue between who? Okay, I was saying this on the behalf of him. Okay, well, where's that person at? Where they at? Okay, cool. Hey, there's a discrepancy over here. Do you want to battle this dude? To go ahead and settle it? No. Okay. Homeboy wants to battle on your behalf. Are you happy with that? Okay, cool. All right. Get it.
Go.
Y'all go until somebody fucking puts their hand down and walks out.
Yeah.
The old way, from what I've seen, is the person who fucking walks out the circle loses. Unless you're trying to go get water or there's an emergency or you just need to go run and get something real quick. But normally the person who backs out of a circle, if it's a battle, normally in battles, and I've used this actually as a battle tactic, normally by just the way it's built, battles, the rings in the battle around the circle are normally anywhere between 3 to 4 deep. So if you are trying to leave, you are really trying to leave to get out of there, right? That's automatic loss, right? Because you're trying to escape the ass whooping. You're done. Or you just say you won, which is a lot harder for people to do.
Yeah, that simple handshake.
Like, you know what? You got me.
Yeah.
You know? Bang.
Up to it.
However, you definitely need to have that there in place, because what that does is that alleviates the pressure on the back end of there may be a physical altercation somewhere else that's not controllable.
Exactly.
That might turn into something. They might hit this dude, King hit this kid, and there he goes.
Yeah.
And now this person who King hit him over some damn shit is in jail for the rest of his life. Why go through all that? This is the reason why we have battling here.
Exactly.
Is to help combat against that, or to share with other people, or share ideas and things like that. It is not made to be cherry picked and be tooled around and fucked around on, because when you start doing that, you start breaking the integrity of what we're doing as classical street dance culture. You can't just have people just stopping, oh, no, don't battle here. No, bro, let these motherfuckers get down where they at.
Yeah. And this is why the disconnect is what it is.
Yeah, because people want their own personal views to be implanted in something when the rules have already been there.
Yeah.
The structure has always been there.
Exactly.
What is toxic about somebody going in a battle?
Exactly. Is it not more toxic to prevent that situation of sorting itself out to happen?
Why not?
Right.
You know, why not just have them duke it out?
Exactly.
It's okay. If that's a healthy part of dealing with that. If they want to talk about it afterwards and talk it out, cool. If they want to argue about it, cool.
Yeah.
But at least they can get some of that extra energy out to make them think a lot more clear before they go out there and have another altercation. Exactly. Now, does that always work? Absolutely not.
No.
It doesn't always work.
No.
But generally, the whole point of the battle is to, is to test.
Yeah.
And it's to make things right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Does it always work?
No. That doesn't.
No. I've seen some battles where the person was absolutely right and they didn't do nothing wrong, and the other person went after them, and the other person that went after him won. Mm-hmm. I've seen it. Mm-hmm. Is it sad? Yes, it's sad.
It is.
But it is part of the growing process as a dancer in this part of the art form. Mm. There's nothing wrong with jumping out there and battling in them circles. As you get older, you start looking at battles a lot more differently.
Yeah.
And it also depends on how you look at battles overall and who'd you learn from. Mm-hmm. Like, jumping in a circle to battle somebody, for me, I still went by old school rules. Like, I'm only getting in there to battle somebody unless there's a problem.
Yo!
Dang.